How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Last week we had a huge earnings week. We had Apple, Tesla, Alphabet, Microsoft, Shopify, Boeing, Pfizer, Ford, PayPal, Facebook, Amazon. We had a lot of large companies. And this week we have some more large companies. I want to talk to you about what's happening this week, what you can expect, why this week is a big week for earnings. So we're going to take a look at that. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that. Please hit subscribe. If you guys want to know what I'm doing in the stock market, you can check out the link down below to Patreon. Definitely check that out because as of August 1, it's good through the whole month. So definitely check that out underneath the video. And if you guys want, there are a couple ways to get free money underneath the video. Definitely check out Webull. All you have to do is deposit $100 and you get bonus stock on their platform. So I appreciate that. Now let's take a look at the earnings. So these are the most anticipated earnings for this week. Now, I will say we still are in an interesting spot for growth stocks. A lot of them are still beaten down significantly. And there are a lot of retail favorites that are announcing earnings this week. So let's start on Monday. A lot of the time, Monday, there isn't a lot going on. Really, there are a couple notable ones I see here. Ferrari, which I recognize, but I don't really care about their earnings at all. And then also we have Simon Property Group. Now, this is going to be kind of interesting to see how the REITs are doing, how they're renting out. Now, I don't know how Simon has done. They really focus on a lot of the big malls. So they focus on higher class mall REITs. It's going to be interesting to see, okay, are tenants staying in? Are they actually able to do business now? Is it kind of business as usual where a lot of them are back and they're able to actually fill up their malls with different tenants? So it's going to be interesting there. Then we have Alibaba. Now, Alibaba is such an interesting company because they have a really good earnings, a really good price to earnings ratio. So let's take a look at here. Let's take a look at Alibaba. So Alibaba PE ratio is actually quite low compared to a lot of similar tech companies. Now, part of that is just due to the fact that people are worried about investing in Chinese stocks right now. We have them sitting around a 23 price to earnings ratio, and they're under $200. We saw them all the way up to $300 or so. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Do they blow out expectations? Are they able to continue with that? Because at some point, there's going to be a risk reward where it makes more sense to invest in Alibaba, even with a lot of the risks for Chinese stocks. Now, whether that's a small allocation or large allocation, it's going to depend on the person and on the institution, but it is going to be interesting to watch. Then we have Corsair Gaming. So Corsair's reporting on Tuesday. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them because, again, a lot of people on YouTube really like Corsair. They like what they're doing, and they think that it's going to continue to grow quite quickly moving forward. We know that financial education definitely likes Corsair, and honestly, at the price to earnings it is right now, I understand why people like it. It is fairly cheap in a very quickly growing industry. So if it falls anymore, I might have to pick some up. Then we have Skills. A lot of people like Skills. I'm not invested in them. We also have Nikola. I wasn't interested in them before, but I'm definitely not interested in them now that Trevor Milton has been arrested. So Nikola is going to report. I'm guessing it's going to be a big bag of nothing and could definitely make the price fall down. Then we have Big Five, Sporting Goods. Now, this is a company that blew out expectations last quarter. It's going to be interesting to see if they really kept that up or if it was just one blowout quarter. It's like a Dick's Sporting Goods almost. Then we have GM, we have CVS, Kraft Heinz, some large companies. We do have Royal Caribbean Cruises. Going to see how they are financially, see if they have a strong balance sheet here or if it's getting dicey for them. Then we have Roku, one of ARK Invest's favorite companies out there, one of their top stocks. Uber, Etsy, Fastly, four quickly growing companies that are, I'd say, valued definitely as growth stocks, obviously. So Etsy is one that I have bought before. I bought them after they fell down after the last earnings. Now, they actually fell about 7.5% Friday because of Amazon announcing and them actually not hitting revenue expectations. So a lot of people think that Etsy might fall down too. Now, if they beat expectations, after they fell down 7.5%. Could definitely be a good day for them. We have Bngo, obviously a favorite for a lot of people here on YouTube, as it went from 30-cent stock, 40-cent stock, all the way up to $16, $17. Now it's back down to 5 or 6. Now, it would be nice to see them actually increase their sales. They haven't done that very consistently. It's really kind of like NNDM, where it's a company that a lot of people like, but it's looking years into the future. It's still very new technology. Then we have Moderna, we have Wayfair and Yeti. Then we have Square. Square, obviously one of the premier fintech companies out there. It would be interesting to see, did they pick up some more Bitcoin or anything like that? We have Magnite, company that focuses on advertising. Then we have Virgin Galactic, another company that people just love. They love the future outlook for it. We have Zillow. And then we have DraftKings on Friday, along with a couple other companies like Kronos. So overall, it is a pretty big week for earnings, but last week was huge with a lot of the largest companies in the world announcing. So it is a little bit quieter, but again, a lot of retail favorites this week. And then, we did talk about Square there. We talked about how they may or may not be buying Bitcoin. You can see here, crypto is actually doing really well. So Bitcoin is around 41,400, Ethereum almost at 2,500 again, BNB around 330, and Cardano at 130. Now, I just did a video on Cardano and price predictions for 2025. Overall, I think the crypto market is in a very good place. You can see Bitcoin is really leading the pack. And this is what happens a lot of the time. Bitcoin's the first mover, then everything else follows. Eventually, if Bitcoin goes up enough, then a lot of these altcoins will pump probably even higher than Bitcoin. And then if Bitcoin starts falling down, then Bitcoin will fall, and then a lot of the other altcoins will fall even harder. So that's where we're at in crypto. It's going to be an interesting week. We had the end of the month for crypto, so a lot of options contracts. And now I would love to see crypto do well. There are a lot of big events here in crypto in August, so possibly a lot of hype, especially with Bitcoin passing that 41,000 mark that it hit so many times and fallen below. So it actually breaking through there is awesome. I would love to see it back around 45,000, 50,000, back near all-time highs even after that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. That's everything you need to know for this week. Now, of course, there's going to be some stuff that comes up. We'll definitely talk about that here on the channel. So if you want to hit subscribe, definitely do that underneath the video. Thank you for hitting the like button and checking out the link down below to Webull. And if you want to see Patreon to see exactly when I'm buying and selling and get updates and talk to over 2,000 other people, definitely check that out underneath the video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.